Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Grandest Adventure. Tonight we are meeting. It is April the 27th of the year 2021. And tonight joining me, we have the ever elusive Garrett Mikulik. And he is playing Merrick. All right, we'll edit something in and post in there.
Hi, fans.
There it is. There it is. We'll just cut it up a little bit. It'll be delicious. We also have the dashing, the charming Zeke Merchant playing the fan favorite, the old lovey-govey guy, Torek McIntyre. Give it up.
Yo, how come he got such a better intro than I did?
What'd you say?
That's why. That right there. Because the fans love him. Ask Twitter. Fans love him. And then we have
What'd you boys find up there?
And then we have the long, the strong, Brian Solar. And I say long and strong because he's been with us since the beginning. He's playing, as you know, the sweetheart, Philo. Nufumi, I believe is Philo's last name.
Philo Nufumi, yes.
Gesundheit.
And I will also be bringing you the recap from last episode. Okay, so at the beginning of last episode, we woke up at Crystal Lake after deciding to spend.
Well,
I know. Not the night. Let me correct this. We decided to spend some time at the lake while time.
What was the name of it?
I said Glass Lake. I didn't say Crystal Lake.
We'll edit that in post. Don't worry, guys.
Crystal Light.
I got a crystal light up in here, and I feel good.
We're just at the beginning, guys. This was a
It's like,
4-hour episode. I messed up the first 3 words I could use. So we woke up at Glass Lake after our crazy time before that of somehow porting into this area, and decided to rest at this beautiful location. Once we woke up, we kind of took in our surroundings a bit more, asked Merrick about kind of what he experienced and everything with it was more with, I think as he explained, this is the part I'm gonna not fully still remember, because it was really, we didn't hear it still. But I believe he basically, his warlock god gave him a certain amount of power, and he broke through some type of barrier, and now he's actually like a full warlock.
Yeah, the long skinny of it is he gave up his bardisms, and he is now a full-blooded level 8 warlock. There is no levels in bard anymore. Garrett, I don't know if you wanted to elaborate on any more what happened for the recap for your whole shindig.
I mean, I feel like we recapped this last. Are we gonna recap it every?
Yeah, we did. No, we don't need to. I was just going over that because that's when I'm just stating I can go back and listen to that when you recapped it there. That was just part of last episode where we talked about it. So either way, that's how we kind of ended up in this place through his deity, it seems like. But at that point, we just woke up, Philo washed her face. Merrick summoned a new companion, which is a raven named
Yadagrasu,
who he had fly up and kind of explore the area, and saw a staircase leading up the mountain. So we decided that's where we're going to go. But before that, our lovely Torek here decided he wanted to solve his one-footed problem, one-legged problem, one-footed problem here.
Yeah.
And melt a peg leg onto his foot.
Oh yeah.
It was
Something
like
like
a
that.
metal cup that he put insignias and stuff on and heated up extremely, and Philo helped him hold it steady as he melted his leg into this new magic peg leg.
I fused it with arcane energy.
Yes, in extreme pain as he passed out from the pain. We didn't want to waste any time, so figured he could rest anywhere. So I threw his little ass in my backpack. I think it was a swaddle you made before. Wrapped him up.
Baby
threw him in
Bjorn.
the backpack.
Baby
Baby
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Yep, Baby Bjorn. And we headed towards the staircase on the mountain. And as we were headed to the staircase on the mountain, Yadagrasu, the raven, flew high again and saw a weasel-type figure climbing the stairs way above into the clouds, which we kind of recognized that from the story, which we don't really know, but it seems like it's Cecil from the story with the peanut farm. So we kept heading towards the stairs until we got to the bottom, where the stairs are very high. And so, of course, Philo carried everybody up the stairs, which was a very, very long way. We had to rest one day on the way up. I don't think anything really of that importance happened on the way up the stairs.
You've rediscovered the farm, I think, was just about it, right?
Oh, that's right. On the day we rested, Merrick saw a patch, like an open patch in the woods, and had Yadagrasu go check it out, and found that it was the peanut farm of, forgot the guy's name.
Ludwig?
From the Ludwig. Yep, Ludwig's peanut farm. So that was spotted. So we continued up the mountain after that, and as we went through the clouds, we reached I guess what would you call this? A temple? A fortress? A dungeon?
Temple. Probably be a good
temple?
word for it.
Temple, okay. Just to a temple. So, of course, we went inside of the temple. And we first entered a big room with multiple statues, a couple big grates on the ground, and a big lever right in the middle of the room. And at the far end or wall were some prongs on the wall sticking out. After inspecting the room for a little bit, we just pulled the old lever, which opened the door for us to go down. Yes, down.
Down and up.
And
It opened
the
both
lever
doors.
It did, but we chose to go down.
Yes. So also the lever closed the door you guys used to come in.
The main door, yes. So we went down, and in the room below us, there was a robot who was kind of just walking back and forth, not noticing anything. There were two different water wheels, and the grates on both. All these grates that we seeing in each room basically looks like water flows through them, and that's where these water wheels come into play, stuff like that. The metal slots that we're seeing on the walls hold I forgot what those are called. What's the thing we found in the hold fuses, which we found a fuse in the back of the robot that was just walking back and forth, and pulled that out of the robot. So as we could try it in different fuse holders, stuff like that, it opened another door for us to go further down. Which when we went further down, we found a room where two rooms where it basically looks like the water empties out and flows down and just out of the whole cave, which I believe when we get well, anyway, this is where it looks like the water empties out through, but there was nothing else really down here, so we decided to head back up, which is in the room we're currently in. So we went three floors up. The first floor up from
You are currently on floor 3.
Yeah. So this is the floor above the first entrance room we were in.
Okay, no, hold on, ready?
Right?
So
Yep.
this is floor 1.
Yes.
If you go down to basement 1, which is this,
Okay.
floor 2 is this. Floor 3,
With the robot.
yep, floor 2 is with the robot. Floor 3
Okay.
is where you are currently.
All right. Yeah, I was mistaken.
It's all right. It was
We got it all figured out.
It was a long session.
Yes. So when we went into this room, I believe it was pitch black in here, to which we lit up the room, noticed a few things like the water wheel, this object up here, and then we started hearing giggling, I believe, and checked, and there was 2 little spritelings, fairies. I don't remember their names. I don't know if they're important.
They're Pin and Pan? Pim and Palm?
Pin and Pan.
Pin and Pan.
Who created this wonderful puzzle for us.
Pin Pan.
And we're placed here basically to create this puzzle for people trying to get through. So we are currently trying to solve that puzzle, where last time we found the thing at the end of the room was a light. And we can't move anything in the room at all. Like if I tried to go move a chair, I couldn't move it. Last time we were thinking it has to do something with the shadows, and I think we were pretty close at the point where we were trying to pick up objects with like the shadows of our hands through the light, stuff like that, trying to solve the puzzle, and I think that's pretty much where we stopped.
So we all caught up?
I think so. I mean, there was little things like Merrick threatening Pin and Pan, stuff like that.
Yeah, but like who cares?
Stuff.
Pin and Pan are
Yeah,
eternal.
I had a question for Craig.
Sure. I can't guarantee I will answer, but you can ask it.
It's fine. Would you say that like Merrick, as being a patron of the Archfey, has like any additional affinity towards Fae in particular, or anything like that?
So it will be. I want to tell you, it will depend. You will, because you are of the title that your patron gave you, you will have like a little bit of authority, but like that would be towards like Fae that aren't like aligned with the house. Like if you found a Fae that was like in servitude of your patron, absolutely, you're going to be higher ranked than them. But like Pin and Pan are in servitude of whoever is the patron of this, temple. So like you wouldn't.
Right. Well, I just figured because like Luther and Massage are like Archfey, like.
Oh, they are Archfey. You just don't like. You're not sure if
like
they're the head honcho of this fucking place. There's a few Archfey.
Right, but there's not like. I mean.
There are a number of Archfey. I have that number here. I have all the Archfey listed out. And
Right.
I know who these belong to.
I know. I get that. I was just asking for.
There you go. Clarification granted.
This is owned by Archfey Sangria.
Again.
Obviously.
Again. What did I say fucking 10 minutes ago? Stop doing this bullshit, all right? Now I have sangria gone. I can never use that ever again. And I had it already written in my book. It was ink.
At this point, we're just wasting pages.
Yeah, I know. Oh, let's wait because Garrett just got disconnected.
Pee quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink too.
Sorry, my cell service dropped out.
That's all right. These things happen.
The last thing I heard was Craig getting upset because Ryan guessed.
Oh, yeah, I guess
The name of
the name of my
arcade.
thing. Yeah, that's all the bullshit that happened. They're getting drinks right now.
Word.
But you are absolutely correct, Garrett, to assume that you would have some sort of authority with your title. It's just, think of it more of like in feudal times. There's like, just because like you were a well-known with one lord doesn't necessarily grant you authority other.
No,
like,
I get that.
you'll have like a good place, like you'll be well respected, but like you may not be, you may not have absolute authority.
Would you say that I'm like known? Like this would bring news to people of this happening?
Yeah, absolutely, to people that are in the know.
Gotcha. Not sprites, but like
It's like
people.
if I was subscribed to Lutera's RSS feed, I would have gotten that article that popped up. You know,
Yeah, I hear you.
that subscription list may be quite small at this period in time, though.
That's fair.
We did just free her though. She's got to rebuild her subscribers.
Yeah,
Some
the
fell
Pantheon
off.
has to take. It takes a little while for it to reboot. You get back up to the previous strength it was.
Did we ever? Oh, this is completely off topic. But how long those two were trapped before we freed them? We ever learn that?
Who? What to?
Lutera and her sister.
I don't think they ever like. It was a long time for them. Like Masag was trapped longer than Lutera was, but yeah, they never like gave definitive dates or anything. I don't think.
Okay.
Not that you asked.
I don't think we had I think we did ask, and they didn't like have a concept of time or something.
That sounds like an
Oh.
answer that sounds like an answer I would give. So that yeah, if that that ring, that's what I was gonna say. But like, yeah. There you go. What Garrett said. He's the fucking Fey expert now.
Nice. All right. Should we continue this puzzle?
Zeke, you back up?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, yeah, guys. Floor is yours.
Is the door open?
It's solved.
All right, so I think we head upstairs now.
But what did you do? How did you open the door?
Like how we ended last time, Philo was using her hand shadow and tried moving the objects themselves, like with her hand puppet, like tried moving the chair.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended where she went to try to move the shadow of the chair with her shadow.
Right, and that moved the real life object.
Well, no, you never answered that question.
I thought I did answer that.
It was
Oh,
it was next time on track.
that's right.
That's where
Okay.
you ended it.
No,
So-
you fucking cliffhangering us.
I love it. Yeah, that moved the object. Like you manipulating the shadow.
So moving the shadow moves the real object. Interesting. So seeing that, Torque goes over and tries to turn the shadow of the wheels in the middle of the room.
Okay, yeah. It's a little difficult for you, like at first, to kind of like feel it out, but like you do, because there's like no haptic feedback in your hands. Have all of you guys like used VR before?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like kind of that thing where like it's tough for you to get feedback on how to do it, but like you do manage to like struggle for a second or two, but yeah, you can like move the wheel a little bit in the middle of the room.
While Torque is doing this, his mind starts to wander. He goes, "Oh God damn it! I knew I had heard of this before, and I would like to roll a history check on Thunderbellow Falls to see what I remember about any stories that mention it."
Sure.
18.
Garrett, Yada does not cast a shadow. That's going to be a thing that I like just in general, but yeah, Yada cannot unfortunately help with this puzzle. 18. So you
That's like you never cast a shadow, right?
yeah, he like never casts a shadow, like straight up. Like that's just like something he does, like
Okay.
because he's
Okay.
like
Clarification.
a spirit, you know. It's like vampires don't cast shadows. So because your Torek is like over 400 years old, so like he's read some books from back, some old ass books.
Yeah.
Like Glass Lake, when it used to be accessible, like to the outside world, there was one of the most defining features about it was this beautiful, huge waterfall that seemed to come from, just the clouds. And that waterfall was known as Thunderbellow Falls. It got that name because if often in the distance the water was falling so far and it was such a large amount of water that it often sounded like thunder, like just a low rumble of thunder in the distance.
Which didn't the fairies tell us that last time?
Gotcha. So I guess
I don't know.
I sort of summarize that to the party and say, we I think the water is going to come from above us, and we got to get it to flow through here and move these wheels to really get anything going around here. So we got to find a way to get upward.
You mean through the locked door that we're already trying to get through?
Yeah, I guess so. That would be the best course of action.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna go open
Can
the
I
door.
address the pixies?
The door doesn't move.
I feel like I gotta organize the furniture, and I don't know. I feel like it's a matching thing, and I can't match anything in the world.
This is I have come to savor this moment when you guys are like just trying to fucking
Because we
decipher
can move
what's
the furniture
in front.
with the shadow, so we have to move the furniture in a certain fucking place, and I feel like it's fucking match the furniture, and I don't know things that match.
This week on Interior Decorator.
I feel like that's what this is right now.
Yes. So, to recap, we know that when we put the fuse in the the door or the thing in the wall that certain doors open? Have we tried all those combinations to open up the locked door?
You did try the fuse in different slots, and it didn't change the outcome in this room.
Gotcha.
Does the door cast a shadow?
So the light, the light
It-
doesn't, because like the door is kind of like perpendicular with the light. You know, it's like flush with the wall.
So it doesn't cast a shadow.
Okay.
Correct.
Wait, does one of the fuses open this door?
So the right here is open, but like if you go down a floor, there's like a locked door on the bottom level.
Yeah, that's what I'm. And
Remember, I had
does
to
one of the
dive
fuse-
under a door.
That's what I mean. So does one of
Yeah.
those fuses open that door down there?
No, it powers the light.
Okay, so we're
we're
definitely
at-
locked
yeah.
here until we figure out the puzzle.
You
So-
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
think so.
tried the fuse in each one of those three prongs, and it did the same thing in each one.
Cool.
Oh,
Maybe we have to finish this board game with our shadows.
I have
There's a board game here too.
This is a crate, right?
one other thought. Torque creates an Eldritch Cannon, and it's going to be a Force Ballista cannon.
How often can you do that?
I can do that.
If you fucking tell me at will, I am gonna fucking curse fucking Wizards of the Coast.
But I run fast, and he wants to do
But I run fast. Yeah. This motherfucker creates infinite cannons at will.
So I can only have one cannon at a time.
All right, so then
And
how this is going is you like repurpose the cannon you have. Your
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
little.
yeah. I don't have infinite cannons. I can only ever have one.
All right, because like this is your cannon guy, right?
Yeah, but how many times can you make them like explode and stuff?
Yeah, that's the cannon guy, bro. It's just that little dude
Oh,
right
sure.
there.
the Gundam.
All right. Well, yeah, cool. Him. I'll repurpose him and make him a Force Ballista.
Okay, I don't know what he was before, but he's a force ballista now.
I like
I
that.
think it's
And I go, Ortofilo and Merrick say, we're all going to have to work together here and try to get everybody on a different one of these wheels and use the Force Ballista at sort of like the bottom of one of the wheel paddles to like try to give it the most amount of rotational force, you know? And like to all together try to move these wheels. I feel like they're connected somehow. But if we can turn them artificially, maybe that's something.
Are you sure we just don't have to clean up the room?
yeah.
I mean, I'm all for the room thing. I
I
just
don't
don't,
know.
I
That's
don't
how
get it.
shadow physics work.
I don't know.
Do we just have to? Do we have to tidy it? We can tidy the room. It looks pretty messy. To put it back to the way that it was, maybe I don't know.
It just seems like a lot of stuff for no reason.
All right, so, I go. What's up with this statue over here?
But yeah, Philo move. Wait, no, Philo doesn't move towards the thing, right? Because we are doing moving the wheels with shadows. But yes, Philo gets in position to go with your idea of all trying to move the wheel.
So y'all are trying to give the wheel some good cranking.
Yeah.
So can you describe to me, like, how exactly, like, what are you trying to? How are you trying to push the wheel? Like the
Trying
frequency.
to rotate them. So okay. So I guess in the bottom corners, there's like graded. This is like a graded area that goes downward, correct?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And above here, is there a grate?
So you look up and yeah, you see a grate.
Okay. So then I'm trying to rotate them I guess, as if water was coming down this and going into those areas that way.
Okay, cool.
So if you're standing here, I
Yeah.
want them to turn clockwise.
All right. I get that. Lovely. My next question. Are you trying to rotate them like in a burst of power, like trying to get it as fast as you can get it, or are you trying to get it at like a constant velocity?
A constant velocity increasing slowly in speed.
Okay, now first of all, I am going to straight up say this right now. I do not think you, as a 4-unit person, can do that. Like straight up.
Okay.
That sounds like something that is like an Olympian level team sort of thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
So one or the other. Are you trying to give it full blast, or are you trying to give it like a constant kind of juice? You get one or the other.
What do you guys think?
I feel like we'd be doing more of a constant thing, right? Because we're controlling this with our shadows. So like it's weird for us, so we're just probably trying to find this consistent hand motion that is actually working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not going to technically strain you, right?
Right. Okay, then constant speed.
All right. Can you all just roll me a sleight of hand check?
Boy.
Open my character.
Didn't think I'd need that.
So, yeah,
All right, Merrick done this before. Merrick is like, yeah, I've been here. This is easy.
Stupid puzzle.
Yeah, listen. You guys haven't stolen shit from people before. It's just the same as that. Yeah. So y'all are lucky that Merrick is so absolutely fucking fantastic at this. That he kind of like he could see you guys are like struggling with trying to like manipulate something that's not actually in your hands, and he pauses you guys for a second. He's like, no. Do it like this, and then he like kind of like shows you like so you're all like kind of like in sync, like moving your shadows to manipulate the shadow of this a wheel, and you get it spinning at a relatively low constant kind of velocity. And what are you looking? Are you like looking at the door when you guys are doing this?
Yeah. I'm looking at the cables that seem to be coming off of the side of this and over towards where these fuse panels are.
Okay, so the cables are glowing almost like they were dead before. They are giving off just the tiniest little bit of light as you guys are doing this, and you can see that it is leading towards that little fuse box on the wall there. And then you kind of like follow it over and look at the door, and you see the door is like it's just like shuddering a little bit, but that's about it.
Oh.
All right, guys. I think we need to crank it up to full blast.
All right, so we'll do this as fast as we can.
Yeah. I guess just as a big surge.
All right, give me all sleight of hand checks again.
All right, on 3.
1,
3.
2.
3.
Oh boy.
Philo distracted herself, counting from 3, 2, 1.
It's all right.
It was a lot of work to concentrate at the same time.
Torek is a quick listener. Philo is just not really good at this kind of dexterous kind of stuff, apparently. So now you guys like give it like a quick burst of juice as you try, and you see the line on the ground. It lights up a little brighter than it was before, but it's still, you really wouldn't describe it as bright. It's just a slightly brighter, dim kind of light. And the door just hops up like maybe barely a half of an inch, quarter of an inch before it just like plops down on the ground again.
All right. Well, I think we understand the purpose of these wheels. I don't know how else to go upward, but we need some water to come in through here. Craig, what is this gold thing here at the top of the room?
That's the light.
That's the light.
Yeah, but if water came down, I don't think that would spin the wheel in this room because of the shadow thing.
I don't think this is the solution to their puzzle. It has to do with the water yet. The water will be, I think the water is more going to be at the top to release all the way down.
Yeah.
I think right now, solving whatever their problem is will get us to that point, but
Like, we can't get to water until we solve this puzzle. So it's kind of a moot thing.
So what else do we know about the room here?
Okay, I want to walk over here and I want to write this statue here.
You gonna like pick it up?
It looks like it's laying on the ground. I want to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's shadow thing.
Yeah, and like you realize, like if you, Merrick, were to go to try to pick up this statue that is probably twice the size of you, it would be pretty fucking hard because this statue is made of like solid
way.
gold. But like you doing it with your shadow is like fucking effortless. And yeah, the statue just like rightens. And I unfortunately don't have a way
Now,
to...
can I break?
What?
Can I break a piece off with my shadow? It's solid gold. I didn't know that. I want to break off an ear.
So like yeah, you like try to like angle and like grip and like break a piece off, but like because for you it's like you can't grip it and like tug. You just never you can never really seem to grab your hands on it enough. Like the statue's wiggling it back and forth, but you can't really break a piece off, it seems.
Bummer. So you said like the door was opening when I righted it?
I did not say that actually.
Does anything happen?
Yeah, when you write it, the statue rightens.
Oh.
What about over in this corner of the room? Is there anything? Are there any sort of scratch marks on the ground where this? I'm assuming this is a table, right? Where like this has been moved.
So this is a table. We have a mostly empty bookshelf here. We have a little chair in the corner. This is like a curio that's kind of full of. It's tough to tell because like the shadow is, because it's pretty perpendicular. It's just like completely cast in what's inside there.
What sort of material is the floor made from?
It's pretty much the same. It's like a sandstone.
Okay. How hard would you say sandstone is?
That's a great question. How hard is sandstone on the hardness scale? What is the hardness scale? Do we have the name for that right now? Anyone?
The Richter scale.
The Mohs, MOHS scale of hardness. Mohs sandstone scale. The hardness of sandstone may be difficult to test. So there you go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but it's what Google says.
A 6 to a 7 on a range of 1 to 7, 1 being soft and 7 being the hardest. Well, hold on.
Well, because I know a diamond's 10, so.
Diamonds, yeah.
Which diamond has an absolute hardness of 1500.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
You can't scratch it with your shadow, so I don't think it would work.
I guess, does it look like, looking at any of the furniture in the area, does it look like there was like when you have something that's in a position for a long time, you can like tell. There's signs in the room that look as though that's just where it belongs because it's been moved to that area so many times.
I love this line of thought. Roll me an investigation check.
Is it? I wanna. Let me. There we go.
So you're looking around this room. You're looking for signs of obvious wear and tear. Is probably like sign is how you would describe it. Like, because they're like things just age over time, and like shit just kind of erodes differently in different spaces. There has been zero erosion in this room.
What?
I thought that was going in a totally different direction. I thought he was about to be like, there's certain marks in certain places.
There
that do
is.
look like it.
You're telling me this room is not aged by time at all?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
All right, I go down.
Do you remember when you were climbing up the stairs to Glass Lake? Where was the sun in the sky?
Oh, shit. That's right. Time's not moving. He made me say it 23 times last session when I said morning.
Jesus Christ! Guys, this is
And
guys.
I still forgot that time.
Guys, this is why it drives me nuts sometimes when I put a puzzle in. You're like, herp derp. What is the fucking trigonometric, fucking derivative of the fourth square root of these numbers? And then I'm like, blatant, obviously, like, yo, hey guys, hey, you notice this thing? You notice this thing? That's right. It's a DM. I love it. Continue on. Your 26 confirmed that fact, though.
Okay. So.
And as like it is not having to do with the relation of stuff in the room. As a more direct answer.
What's the control panel on this thing look like?
So there is a big knob on the side, and there is a button and a prong.
Okay, what happens when I turn the big knob with my shadow?
The knob moves, but there is there's like a little panel on it, and the panel is not lit up currently. So you like move the knob back and forth, and it doesn't really, nothing really changes. It's like turning an off stereo. The knobs don't do shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Philo, what you looking at over there?
I want to check out this. This?
Okay. That is a game of Go. It is a board game that is common in the continent. Are any of you familiar with Go? Like actually, like the board game?
Yes.
In real life?
A little
Absolutely,
bit.
but I don't know like how it's played or anything.
Yeah, real simple game. You're trying to get more. One person's white, one person's black. There's ways to flip over their fucking tokens. Really simply. You're
I've
trying.
seen the game.
Yeah, you're okay. It's that game.
Okay. Does it look like it's already been started?
Yeah, it looks like it's actually sitting in a finished state currently.
Oh, it's in a finished state.
Yeah.
What side?
Who won?
What side won? Black.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to check over here is this a chest?
That is a chest.
I want to open it with my shadow.
Okay, cool. You open the chest with your shadow. Inside, it's kind of tough to see because the angle's a little weird. But you do see there is an assortment of junk inside of there. What are you looking for?
I stuff in a chest. I want to see what's there.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Is there another fuse in there?
Yeah, maybe another fuse.
There's not another fuse in here. But there is. Roll me. Please hold. You're gonna roll me. You're gonna roll me something in a second. These people that look in chests get rewarded. What level are you again? You're 8, right?
Yeah, level 8.
Shut the fuck up. You're fucking laughing. Roll me a D100.
I just didn't remember either.
I have to look it up every time. 12 on a D100. Okay. Roll me a D4. Cool. Inside, you do see something that does catch your eye, however. And it's just the tiniest little corner of, it looks like a little cat ear is sticking up like out of the shadow. And it's shiny, and that's the only thing in here that's really shiny, and that kind of catches your eye. It's a shiny black.
Can I pick it up?
You like try and finagle because there's like only like the corners visible. So, like if you go to like grab it with your hands, it doesn't move. So like you have to like finagle it with the shadow to like kind of kick it over and move it. And roll me a sleight of hand.
Wow, I had great rolls tonight. Let me tell
you. You just like kind of knock it, and it just like kind of slides into like a spot where it's completely under the shadow right now, unfortunately. But it's like just barely in the shadow, and you think maybe if you could like move the chest closer to the light or something, you could be able to get it out.
I'm gonna start dragging the chest over there.
Yeah, you drag the chest
You
over.
just turn the chest upside down and empty it out.
Well,
I mean,
he's not
like
that
I don't
smart.
even feel weight. I don't even feel weight. Right?
Yep. Right. Yeah. So you just drag it more into the light,
walk over
and
there.
then you see this small little cat figurine in there. It's about, let's say, half the size of your forearm. It's made of obsidian and gold, and it's just one of those little Nyan cats. What are those fucking thing
Is it just like the big statue?
It's like the thing you had in your room, Zeke.
The cat that waves at you.
Yeah, the little cat paw that like meows down.
We called him Womp Cat because he went womp 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 like he was a dubstep show.
Yeah. So you got one of those. The arm kind of like moves just a little. Like if you set it on a flat surface and just like touch the arm, it'll just keep going for a long time. And you estimate that to be worth about 50 gold pieces.
Awesome.
Nice. Now see, that's interesting to me. Okay. Obviously, I feel like if you told me the gold worth of this, like, it's not a key to this puzzle, right?
Maybe, who knows?
I was thinking- I'm gonna dump out the chest.
I gotta start just like flipping shit over and just checking inside everything, right? Like I don't even know.
I think so. Yeah, just moving.
Is that what you guys are doing? You're just like fucking busted all sorts of shit open, like just trying to look in stuff and search for it.
Maybe there's a door behind one of these cases.
I love
just
it.
Tear everything
I love
down.
it.
Yeah, like I want to check underneath this rug. I want to check behind whatever this is. Like what's this up here? I want to know all of it.
This up here is a wardrobe. This over here is a desk. This is a table flipped over on its side. This is another desk. What What else do you have questions about?
Okay, so I want to check underneath this rug.
Oh, so like what's cool about this is the rug gives like since it's like one of those really thick, fat Persian rugs, it gives like the littlest bit of uh, shadow, and you're able actually to just like kind of grab onto that like a pole, and you just pull and like swoosh the carpet aside,
Yeah, high pile.
and underneath of the carpet
It's a door.
is. Please hold on a second while I bring up. I forgot I have my website actually up this time today, so
Nice.
I have all the stuff I've written down in there. I can actually read it again. Um, okay, you find what looks like a handwritten note torn out of a journal of sorts.
Okay, cool. What does it say?
Hold on one second. I'm filling stuff into my notes because I'm actually starting to take more notes now.
Nice.
Look at me, I know, right?
Somebody's got to do it.
And I'm really glad you all start with different initials because it makes shorthand real easy.
I will go back and organize mine one day. I just took my notes on the worst platform I could have ever taken notes on.
Yeah, that'll happen to the best of us. Mine's called pen and paper now.
I took them on Boost Note, and it's really bad and unorganized.
Boost. So you look at the note, and it's written in a language you don't understand.
It's not what? Oh, really?
Yep.
I'll show it to the others and say, can any of you read this?
I
It's
take the note, or
it's
Merrick takes the note and just reads it.
it's Slivian and Garrett.
Wasn't there a page missing from the book?
I sent you what it says. Did you? I sent it in Telegram, Garrett.
I'm reading it.
Okay.
Did you just send it to me?
I just sent it to you.
Oh.
You're the only one that can read Slivian.
Orc looks at Merrick expectantly and says, "Well, can you understand it?"
I mean, obviously I can understand it. I can read any language. That's a dumb question.
So,
It just says
what does it
something
say?
about using the chain of power to hold the. It just says something about using the chain of power to hold the corruption at bay. Like in Ludwig's book.
This is a handwritten note.
Was
Yeah, like, what does
Ludwig's
it say
journal
exactly?
not handwritten?
You make a very good point. It is not the same as Ludwig's, though. Sorry, I want to make that clear. It is not from Ludwig's journal.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It is not. It is not from that. It is a different. It's a different font. It's a different writer. The shit different.
Right, Cecil wrote it. I get that.
So it's the same
And Merrick
kind of as
explained-
the.
reads it verbatim to the children of like a bedtime story. And I just sent it to the group Telegram.
Okay. Do you think this is Cecil that wrote this?
Are you talking in character right now?
Yeah.
I don't know from
I
what
mean,
Merrick
that's
told us
my
about the
best guess
story.
right
It
now.
doesn't seem like it would be Cecil.
Who do we think?
Who
Who do we think this
Who-
message was intended for?
if this is a letter going to somebody, it seems like it would go to whoever used the chain of power, which in Cecil's book was, or in Ludwig's book was Cecil's guide, or what did Cecil refer to him as? A walker? Or is that what we just knew he was? Sorry. Cecil's,
He's a dream walker, right?
God, dream walker. Seems like this would have went to the Dreamwalker to tell him to use the chain of power, since he is the one that used it in the end, right?
Yeah.
In the story.
Yeah. I think that's who we need to find. I hope that he's here.
But if this letter was to him, who would have wrote this?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Raven Queen, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the Raven Queen.
Maybe, but it doesn't seem to help us get out of this room right now, so... should we keep searching around? Are these like bookshelves over here?
So what you're looking at is like a curio, which, do you know what a curio is?
No.
So, like, have you ever seen like a glass case?
Yeah.
That's a curio.
Okay.
But like, because of the way it's positioned, the light is just like kind of casting a shadow over the whole, like front of it. So like, you really can't figure out a way to like kind of open it up.
Can I turn it towards the light?
That's a great question. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna turn it towards the light so I can see inside it.
Yeah, there is a few things inside of there. We have three about small little glass decanters, and you see a skull, a small skull.
Can I tell if it's like a human skull, animal
It's
skull?
much smaller than a human skull. It's like the size of your fist.
So a couple decanters and a skull.
Yep.
This doesn't seem to fit with everything else in here. I'm gonna try to get the skull out.
Okay. It's a little. Roll me a sleight of hand check, because I want to see if you could do this. Because like the mirror or like the glass is like a little challenging. So let's say if you. Oh, okay. I was gonna say 10. But no. Yeah, you can't. You cannot. You cannot open this door. Why don't my hands work in the shadow world?
I can't open the door.
Mm-mm. You can't figure out how to open it. You're too dumb, according to your sleight of hand check. Sorry, but if you can't smash it.
Okay, Philo just goes, my shadow doesn't seem to be working on this one.
My shadow hands are broken.
I'll keep looking.
You're getting a little frustrated and you want to smash it with a hammer. So like you moved the curio, like you kind of just like corked it kind of 90 degrees or 90 degrees, and Like that chair is now in the shadow that you're standing upon.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I mean, if no one else has an idea, I'm just gonna keep checking.
Torque, what are you doing?
Stuff and everything.
What are you checking,
You said
Torque?
Torque?
Yeah, you or
I
unless
want to check this desk over here, and I want to check all of the compartments. I'm looking for secret compartments.
you're looking for secret compartments specifically.
Yeah, or anything that would indicate that there's a correct order to open things up.
I mean, because I feel like
Looking for a little mechanical, you know.
Okay, that's the angle you're going for. I like that.
Little trick. Yeah, so like,
Okay.
imagine like if you open up a drawer partially and then like open up another one, does it allow something to slide down further?
Definitely, I could see how like Torque would kind of have that intuitive kind of understanding. You know, like when I'm looking at a computer, I kind of know intuitively how to like pop them open.
Right.
I've seen enough of them. Yeah, roll me an investigation with advantage.
Boy.
You are after you were after some manipulation. You kind of saw one of the drawers like kind of like all the other drawers were smooth, but one drawer kind of like popped a little bit, like hopped a little bit on its rails. And you managed to kind of figure out that if you could wiggle that drawer and have it pop, you can make another drawer pop also. And then you kind of figured out the way to open up the three drawers inside of this so that a fourth drawer opened up. And inside of that, you see glowing. Inside of there is a second fuse.
Hey. Here we go. Yeah, so I snatched that thing up, and we gotta head over to that door and try putting in 2 fuses.
Yep, you crank this fuse into the fuse panel so that 2 of the 3 fuse panels are filled up, and the door, just like the floor below it, opens up.
Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, I head up to the next room, right?
Is that what y'all are doing?
We gotta keep going up. We gotta find out where the water's at.
Nice. Looks like we solved your
before we
puzzle,
do that,
fairies.
Oh, yeah, you did. I mean, it took you guys a long time, but like that's okay. You did good. I'm proud of you guys.
Time
Torque solved it.
doesn't flow here, idiots.
What do you mean time
There's
doesn't?
no time.
Time definitely flows. If time didn't flow at all, like, I mean, we couldn't be having this conversation right now. Yeah, we couldn't be having this conversation right now.
It's called magic.
Yeah, exactly. It's called magic. Wait, what?
Okay, now that we solved your stupid puzzle,
Wait, is time
I
moving
showed
or
them the
not?
note. Tell me,
If time wasn't
Tell me
moving,
who
how
wrote
would we
this.
be able to talk?
Why doesn't the sun move outside?
What do you mean? Why would the sun move?
It
Because
always
the sun
moves.
always moves.
Not, I mean, maybe where you're from, the sun moves, but like the sun doesn't move here. In our world.
Oh man.
And this is the Feywild?
The what? No, this is our Lord and Savior's kingdom. Jesus Christ. No, sorry, rewind that. Yeah, this is our Lord and Savior's kingdom.
These two know, like, this room. This room is their Lord and Savior's kingdom. Alright, these two are useless.
Are you guys
well, I show them the note.
Oh, this would be really useful if I could read.
Who put the note here?
I
It's
listen,
in your room. It's under your rug. Who put it here?
Okay, so when you say note, what do you mean by note? Because the only notes I know of are song notes.
Can I kick the sprite?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Roll me an attack roll with proficiency. You do not successfully you go to kick the sprite, but the sprite just kind of like flies up high and says, "Hi, got any better than that?" Yeah, but for real, we just grab a bunch of shit and just put it all over the place, man. You know, we just come up with a good puzzle. I thought we got a good one. It took you guys like a while to figure this out. It's been like an hour, you know. That's a good puzzle.
Okay, how many floors are in this temple?
More than one. I mean, I've never been to the summit
many-
before.
Other
We have a friend that's of a few floors up. She doesn't visit very often, but we do, you know, we do every now and then, like, have some tea.
don't get to the Cloud District often, do you?
I don't. No, that's what I said when I said I didn't get to the summit. I don't know why you have to rub it in.
What's your tea friend's name?
My tea friend's name is Figgy.
Okay, I'm done with these two.
Bye-bye, we're done with you too. Goodbye, it was a great time.
I flip them off
Oh, is that like a symbol of
as I walk
welcome
away.
from your world? Here, oh, we love you too. And they flip you back off.
Yeah, it means peace among worlds.
All right, peace among worlds. And they flip you off back.
Come on, guys. Give them a peace among worlds thing so we aren't rude.
Philo flips him off as she walks towards the door.
Are you guys going upstairs?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna pop
The
you up.
next people in this room, when they solve this puzzle, are going to have a different experience. The two little fairies are just going to come out flipping them off.
Yep. All right. Hold on one second while I write some things in. Oh fuck. Hold on one moment. I forgot something. You know, this is terrible. I uploaded the wrong map.
I legit thought you were going to make us decorate the fucking room.
Yeah, I know. And I was gonna let that go for
I was
as
literally looking like that. Those chairs match. Those chairs match.
I was gonna let that go for as long as I possibly could. Okay, there you go. Sorry guys, you're all set.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to drag your characters out, you can do that. I just have to write a note or two.
One last thing before we leave the last floor.
Okay.
If I pull both fuses out, does the door close quickly or slowly like the last one?
It closes slowly like the last one.
All right, I take the fuses and I duck under the thing.
Okay, and all three of you managed to get through before the door closed.
Good call.
Okay.
And then
Unless now we're trapped up here forever. And
I don't know how to make my token appear.
You click on this thing.
Well, assuming once we get the water flowing, then all of the doors open on their own. We just have to make it to the top.
There you go.
It's my theory. If that fucks us, then whatever. But
There you go, Merrick. Can you control that
I
character?
double fuse this one.
I'll bring out your guys' other tokens if like you need them, if that makes sense, you know? Like I'm just not gonna fucking drag them out and set them up every time. It's a fucking bitch on my side.
That's fine.
So just assume Yada's in the room and your fucking little stupid force cannon thing is in the room. No offense.
Plug the fuses in.
You plug you slam both those fuses into that same control panel right there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what are these giant?
I already did it.
You just did it.
Oh boy.
So you go ahead and so you stick both of them in.
Yes.
Okay, the door makes like a noise, and it just is like it's like a clicking, and it's like it's two powered, so it's like jumping up, jumping down, jumping up, jumping down.
Just put one in.
All right, I take one of the fuses out.
Okay, which one do you take out?
I leave in the middle fuse. I take out the side one.
No, like
You didn't ask
the
me how I
first
oriented
fuse you
them,
got or
but-
the second fuse you got, because they have different symbols on them.
Oh, you didn't? Did you say that?
You didn't ask.
What are the symbols? What are the symbols?
The first one
Now that I have
has
to identify which one to pull out.
the first one has an X. The second one has a Y.
All right. What about the one that's
All right,
on the circuit board right
What
now?
was the first fuse we got?
The X.
or Y?
You got the X. The first.
Okay, so I pull out the Y.
You pull out the Y.
Yes.
It continues to make the same noise.
Okay, I pull out the X and put in the Y.
All right, the door opens up.
Okay, I pull out the Y.
The door
Does the
closes.
door close slowly?
It closes slowly, like it did in the last room.
All right. You want to take a quick jaunt around this room real quick?
But did anything else change in the room depending on? Oh, well, we didn't try the different slots. Like, what are these? If he has the fuses and different things, what is it doing? Did you?
Yep.
So
I guess I'm
were you
interested
just
in-
switching out the middle?
Well, I pulled them both in, and then I pulled the middle one out, and then I pulled the other one out and put the middle one back in.
I mean, I agree we should keep going upward, but I think we should investigate this room before we leave.
Definitely, I agree too.
I don't know, man. This room looks kind of lame. I think we should just skip over it.
All right, so real quick.
Yeah.
Craig, I just want to investigate this here and this here. I'm interested in those two things.
All right, so you want me to just give you like a little, like once over the room?
Yeah, sure.
Because like I loaded it up and like Merrick was like, yeah, I plug them in.
Like, I'm gonna investigate too. Should we all do investigate? Or you're just gonna no, sorry.
So you have two chairs in the corner. You have two statues. You have a box of crates in the corner. There is these water wheels right here that you've seen in the previous rooms. There is a sort of spiral contraption that you haven't seen in other rooms that is kind of here. There is a large chest on the end of the room. And then in the corner there is like an assortment of dolls. Yeah, that's the general gist.
You said an assortment of dolls?
Dolls, yes, that's what I said, dolls.
Oh, that's creepy.
DOLLS.
I'm going to try to open up this chest.
As you try to open the chest, it's kind of stuck, but you do notice upon looking at it that there seems to be like a prong sticking off the chest.
A prong for like a fuse.
Yes.
I look at Merrick and I hold up my hand and I say, "I'm gonna need one of them fuses."
Okay, which one? X or Y?
I would like to inspect the area where the prong is. Is there any indication on that at all?
There is not that you can see. It's just a little prong.
Then the Y.
Okay.
I hand Torek the Y fuse.
All right. You hand him the Y. He goes and you just shove the Y on.
Yep.
All right, and you hear a kzzz, and the chest slowly opens. And
Alright.
inside you see a gigantic pile of gold coins and other jewels.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go to my inventory real quick.
Oh, so
How much is here?
you grab
How
some?
much time? I dive in.
Oh, sweet, sweet summer child. Okay. Well,
It's a minute.
something's gonna happen real quick. Please hold on.
I mean, I guess Torek feels like they're like related to him now because he had a gold toe that one time.
All right.
Maybe Craig's just calculating how much gold you're about to get.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm calculating the gold you're about to get. Can you roll for me a strength saving throw?
Oh, nice. This is not my strong suit. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're so lucky, my friend. Because as you go to grab some of the gold coins and pull them out, you realize your hand is kind of stuck to one of them. And it tries to pull you back into the chest.
Okay.
But luckily, you, with some fucking miracle of God, you managed to pull your hand out. As this chest, you see rows and rows of teeth start to appear. And let's roll for initiative.
It's a fucking mimic. Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh my gosh.
I told you to skip the room.
So were we just over here though?
No, I was way up here.
No, you handed
I know
him the
what you're talking
fucking.
about.
You
I'm
walked.
kidding.
You said you walked over and handed it to him.
I tossed it to him.
You
No,
said
you
you
didn't.
handed it to him. You were at least here.
He met me halfway there.
Halfway,
He
fine,
met
but
me
you're there.
halfway.
Oh, you're so this guy getting a
Fine,
surprise.
Torek can get eaten.
Yeah, he's gonna do a surprise on you. Unfortunately, my friend.
I feel pretty surprised, so
Oh.
I think it's only fair. Oh, this is rough.
I feel pretty surprised.
Good, that was the intent. I waited how many years to do this? This is my first mimic, just so you guys know. God, does it feel
Every
good?
chest is a mimic.
Yeah, every chest from now on is a mimic. Oof, I'll tell you what, mimic didn't roll great. So I guess I'm gonna need to pull out your other tokens and shit that I was talking shit about before.
The Raven and the Ballista.
Yep. There's that. I'll let him chill near you, and then the ballista is this.
Just saying, I don't think Philo would have been just sitting back here. She probably would have been like checking out the crab at least or something.
Yeah, I'll give you the. Yeah, fuck it. I'll give you the crab.
yeah.
Whatever.
Alright.
Fuck it. I just know that at some point, Merrick was semi-near.
Whatever.
You can't just throw in a Chumba. It was a
It was something. Now it is no longer that.
We had a little droid. Bring back the little droid.
Yeah, I have to go to the other map. All right, hold on. You're right. Control C. So was that roll, your 21 was for your little dude, I assume?
I was just rolling to make my thing go into the turn order so I could edit it to 14. But we can use that for my little dude if you'd like. I guess he has that has my initiative bonus. And I'm looking, I don't know if this gets my initiative bonus.
Yeah, sure. It does.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, sure. Can we use that? That'd
Yeah,
be
it's
great.
fine. I don't care. Philo, what did you get? You got a nothing because you didn't roll yet. 17. Okay. And I'm just going to put it in here because this guy's a sack of shit.
I can't believe you're getting eaten by a chest right now.
Yeah, but it is Le Surprise round, so Mimic's going to go first. Mimic's going to try and swallow you, my friend.
Oh man.
Can you? So it's going to try and attack you right now. All right. It crit against you.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It crit.
What?
Oh man.
So what that's going to look like is it's just going to reach on down and just chomp you.
Is there any way that I could use this bonus action?
Does it give you AC?
It lets me teleport away
Teleport away. What?
to a spot 15 feet in an unoccupied space that I have been in
All right.
previously.
It's a bonus action, not a reaction.
Oh man.
All
Oh, die.
right. So you're going to take you're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing kind of just grabs you and just gobbles you into its mouth. So you're inside of the chest right now, the mimic.
Oh man.
You cannot see because it is dark, and you are also restrained. Top of the order. It's your little fucking robot guy.
Wait, so he got eaten?
He is inside of the mimic currently.
This is bad.
Oh, bro.
We definitely saw that, right?
Oh yeah, like you heard because you heard him say "ah" as his hand got stuck, and then it just was like, and just
We just turned around to see him getting gobbled.
just getting
Alright, so
gobbled by a
this-
chest. Yeah.
This little force dude runs around and is going blast. Is going blast him.
You want to blast him? All right, fucking blast him, boy.
Going blast him.
18. 18. The answer to that is 18 hits.
Boom. And it's going to do 18.
18 points of damage. Fuck.
Boom.
I forgot you guys are big boys now. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
That's
You
the
do
force force. Like,
18 points of damage. And you just kind of just shoot something into the side of this chest, and it just
try to
the
blow a hole
wood-
through the side of it.
the wood creaks. The wood leaves a scorch mark, and that's it.
Okay.
Next up, it's Philo.
All right. Seeing him get eaten, of course, her companion, of course, she's going to go into a rage.
Obviously,
I don't know. Fucking
Yeah, fair. Fair.
never. You never saw it coming.
nope,
Uh,
new to me.
am I away from this thing? Oh, it's not very far.
Yeah, I double sized the rooms.
So is this actually 15 feet?
Yeah.
Or is that 30?
Each square is 2.5 feet. We're really zoomed in right now.
Okay.
This is a small room.
I'm gonna move towards the mimic. Is the mimic's mouth open?
No, Mimic's mouth is
Flailing a little-
closed.
It's just sealed tight.
It just closed, basically. It like just chomped down on him.
So right on like that opening point where a chest would lock or something like that, where it would seal.
There are
Um,
many teeth right there, and there's about 8 or 9 eyes on this chest.
Well, teeth. Okay, so it shows its teeth when its mouth is closed.
Oh yeah, like let me send y'all a picture really quick of what this looks like, because the fucking Monster Manual does an excellent job of it. There you go. That's what it looks like.
Oh man.
And Torik's the side of it.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta knock them teeth in.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I am going to slam those teeth in right at like right where the lock would be on that chest, where its teeth are just right there locked. I'm
Oh,
slamming
you're just
my axe
smashing it?
into those.
You're smashing
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
smashing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay.
This feels reckless.
And that just means he gets an advantage.
And that's
Okay, I don't know if it matters what it gets on your. It gets advantage on your next attack, though, right? Is what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's with it, bro. I rolled so bad.
You did. Oof, man, that sucks.
Buddy.
God damn. I'm really glad you rolled a 1 on there.
So
Okay.
there's still 16 damage,
Yeah, true. There's 16. Okay.
and I'm attacking again,
Do it.
and I'm just gonna slam that spot again.
We'll see. You won't.
23.
You will not. Oh, because you have advantage because you're raging, right?
It's the entire turn of reckless attack. It's my entire
Oh,
turn.
that is
I
so
just take
sick.
advantage.
Oh, I love it.
I just- That's 17. That's without a crit. I did more
Jesus.
without the crit.
Gee, okay. So,
That's what I'm talking about.
oh my god. Guys, this thing only has fucking 52 health, and you just did 51 points of damage to it.
Bust it wide open.
Yeah, like it ejects the fucking. It spits out Torik.
I would like to. Is there any gold for me to grab that's flying through the air?
It's
I'm being
fake.
spit out?
It's all fake. It's all, dude. It's all fake, man. It was a ruse.
Just bruised the whole time.
Yeah.
You would think at least fucking Fey wild mimics would have the decency to have real gold inside of them.
Yeah, I heard that the mimics over here were nicer. I really did.
No, the mimics over here are fucking mean, but like they weren't expecting fucking Philo machine to come over here and just beat the ever living piss out of it.
I hit things with an axe. That's all I did.
I hit them. I hit them hard. All right, yeah. It spits you out. You're kind of covered in a little bit of slime. The slime doesn't feel good on your skin.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
This thing is like making like a horrible gurgling noise. It's your turn, though.
Philo just Philo checks to just see him spit out to he sees him moving and stuff like that. Of course,
So-
right? So he sees he's going to just stares back at the
This
chest.
thing is dead, right?
Not yet. It has 1 health.
Oh yeah.
It's 1 HP.
And do the firebolt.
Yeah, and you catch this thing on fire, and it smells terrifying and terrible, and it burns to death. Slightly over here, it burns to death. You do one. Look, you do 1 damage to it. There's your D8.
It was 7 plus the extra D8, so it was total 8.
Yeah, but the extra D8 is what actually killed it. The 7 was just overkill. And you have successfully killed a mimic in the first turn of combat. It turns out mimics are Not that big of a deal when you guys are level 8.
Philo starts to like breathe really heavy as she's coming down from her rage, and just just kind of smiles and laughs a little bit as she looks at
I have a question.
Torque, and just shakes her head a little bit and just goes,
Philo, how many times can you do that?
"What?
Rage.
Right at this level?
Yeah.
4.
4? Okay. I just want you to keep that mark down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are you doing that for exhaustion?
Just to know. Well, like, listen, you're using resources that I know there's a limit to them.
Oh, yeah.
Torek shakes his fist at the mimic and says, "Now look who ended up being lunch, huh?" No gold. How rude.
What are you doing? I can't believe I just saw you get eaten by a chest.
Yeah, giant chest, you think giant gold. But hey, 1 in every 20 they say is a mimic.
I don't know what the big stuff about him was. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, having you guys around is definitely helpful.
I can't believe it's no gold, though. Alright, well, let's finish checking this room. Did you see the dolls in the corner?
Yeah, kind of creepy over there.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Do you
After
guys
the past experience, I, probably gonna leave the dolls to one of you guys.
do you grab the fuse from the mimic?
Yes.
Yeah, it never even got to its cool electrical attacks because you put the fuse in it.
You gave it 52 health.
I didn't give it 52 health. The fucking book gave it 52 health. All right? I follow, believe it or not, I don't just make monsters up. Like, I follow the monster manual and reskin shit. Because, like, I don't know how fucking overpowered or like, last time I made monsters up, I almost killed you guys. Like, thinking
Well, it just depends how it's like the rolls really.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you crit this motherfucker, and then you just beat the shit out of him. Like, it happens sometimes, Oh. Sorry. Continue. The dolls.
Alright, so he just said he's gonna leave the dolls to one of us, so I am going to walk towards the dolls and check that out.
Alright, roll an insight check.
Oh, and Philo yells back, "Merrick, you gonna get involved here?" Because he didn't even get to attack.
You didn't do shit.
I told you guys to skip this room.
Just looks like, oh my god, here we go. And then I'm checking out these dolls. What type of dolls are we looking at?
I said roll an insight check, please.
Did you?
All right, you do not.
Besides the attack rolls, have been.
You do not feel good about these dolls at all, and like you really, 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 really don't want to go check them out.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and then from where I am, I'm gonna reach over there, and I'm gonna have the Mage Hand point and just wave at them, go back and forth, and yell to Philo, say, just say which one. Just say which one.
You want me to tell you which ones there are? I can describe them to you.
I'll have the Mage Hand pick up whichever one Philo picks.
Yeah, so describe them to me.
So you have 6 dolls total.
Do I feel like the eyes are following me?
That's what that roll of 7 insight did, and that's why you were creeped out. They don't have pupils, but they just look. You can tell they're staring at you, staring into your soul. So there's 6 dolls.
That's so creepy.
There are 2 twin girl dolls. We have a man doll with a headdress. We have one with a screwdriver. One with a thunderbolt and icicle. One with a spear. And one with a wolf. All right, that was 6.
Say those weapons for me one more time.
Can we get that in the chat?
Yep, let me type it out.
Oh.
That last word is supposed to be spear, not separ.
Separ. With a thunderbolt and an icicle on with a spear?
Oh, not on one. Here.
Gotcha.
There you go. Sorry. I'm going to take a quick whiz while you guys ponder this, all right?
Okay.
Kind of drawn to the one with the thunderbolt.
Wait, so what are we trying to figure out? Is anybody on?
Yeah, but
We're trying to figure out which one of these like dolls to mess with in here. I guess I don't know. We could
well,
probably.
it doesn't say like which ones have which weapon, right? I wonder if we can move the weapons from the dolls, like move one of the dolls' weapons to a different doll.
Yeah, maybe.
It's probably literally nothing. There's dolls in a corner, but I'm intrigued and I gotta move stuff.
Let me just knock them all over.
Because obviously the man with the wolf headdress has to have the spear, and the twins have to have the thunderbolt and the icicle, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't have those, We gotta switch it up.
And bring life and roll.
Or it's all nothing, and I'm just.
Yeah, so let's try that, and if that doesn't work, let's just go to the next room where Gary said.
And there's a lobster right here.
There is a giant rock lobster. Alright, Ryan.
You say what the thing on the other side of the
And I
room?
think you started to ask Zeke what these were a couple times. Would that ever get answered?
No.
I said they were some sort of large circular things that you weren't quite sure the purpose of.
Huh.
That's good enough for me.
And something we would see too, right? Like when we see these, it's usually mean that's where the water's coming down. So there's a vent at the top of this side.
Uh-huh. Yes, there is.
Yeah, so I guess so I, with my mage hand, am going to try to pluck the spear out of the hand of the one doll and give it to the wolf with the headdress, and give the thunderbolt and the icicle to the two twin girls. Does that do anything?
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. What are you trying to do with this?
Well, that's a question could be asked too, because you mentioned 3 people and 3 different weapons. Who is holding what weapon?
I think you said there's 6 dolls. There's also
there's-
one with a right, 2 twin girls, a man with a wolf headdress.
When it said one with a screwdriver, I thought it
Oh, with a
was stating that
screwdriver.
one of them has a screwdriver, one of them has a thunderbolt, and one
Okay,
of them has.
then change of plan.
Never mind.
Torg looked at Philo and says, "Philo, you might want to step back."
Okay. And she moves back towards him.
With a mage hand, I knock over all of the dolls all at once.
Okay. Roll me a D100. All right. Nothing happens.
Okay, then let's boogie out of this room.
Boot scooting Dougie and upstairs.
Take the Y thing out of the mimic.
All right, and you put it into the door.
No, I keep that one. The door doesn't need it. The X one was the one that opened the door.
If it was, then I informed you incorrectly. It was supposed to be the Y one that opened the door.
Okay, you did say it like that. Okay, yeah, put that one in the door and open it.
Door opens. Then you take it out and you guys rush up through to the 405.
No, Philo checks the couch cushions.
You find
before she goes
You
there.
find 25 cents.
Nice. And then goes.
You don't know what this strange money is, but
There's 35 of them.
and you guys
It's a quarter.
eat upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. In this room, let me go ahead. Floor, still going upstairs. Boop, still locked. What a surprise. You have a grate in the floor. You have one of those weird circular things. You have a water wheel. Also in this room is a singular sprite in this room that when you guys kind of walk in, he says, or she says, hello and welcome to Thunderbellow Falls.
You don't sound very enthusiastic to have visitors here. I'm so glad.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Let me try again. Hello and welcome to Thunderbellow Falls.
See, that is just so much better.
Thanks. I've been practicing a real long time.
So how does this place work? Where's the water generated from? Is it up above here?
Oh, honey, water hasn't flown for a while, but I can tell you how this works. So, I'm tasked with this floor. I'm going to have a riddle for you. Are you ready for I have a few riddles for you. I'm told they're cunning and they may take a little bit of know how to get through, but whatever.
How are you doing? Are you okay? Personally, you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm fucking peachy.
You sound a little down compared to your two friends we met before.
You met Pin and Pan?
Pim and Pan, yes. We just came from there.
Oh man, I haven't talked to those guys in such a long time. I kind of miss them.
They're right next door.
Yeah, but I'm not going into that room downstairs. There's a mimic in there.
You don't have to worry about that mimic anymore.
Wait, why?
It's dead.
You guys killed the mimic?
Yeah.
I can visit my friends again. I can visit my friends again. I can visit my friends again. Okay, cool. Thanks. That makes me feel a little bit better today. I mean, I'm still kind of bummed out because I had a lot more friends than you know, just Pim and Pan. Because I mean, if I'm being completely honest, those guys are a bit of idiots. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's better than nobody. Anyway, enough about me. You guys you ready for your riddle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to go visit Pin and Pam and just let us through?
I'm not allowed to do that. I could go visit Pim and Pam, but then you guys would have to wait until I was done visiting them.
Okay, no, continue.
I mean, do you want me to go visit them after I'm done talking to you?
No, you can after.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm sorry. I'm terribly rude. I never caught your guys' names. What are your guys' names?
Name's Torek. Torek McIntyre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well,
And
hello.
I'm Philo. Pleased to meet you.
Well, hello. My name is Figgy.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Figgy.
I'm a fig sprite.
Like from a fig tree?
Sure. Yes, maybe.
Wait, I think Pim and Pam mentioned you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Alright.
think they're going to be excited to see you. So let's move on with this riddle so you can go visit your friends.
Oh man, I love that. Awesome. I love that. All right, you ready? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Wash me and I won't be clean. Don't wash me and I'll be clean. What am I?
A bath towel or a washcloth?
No.
So it was wash me and I won't be clean. Don't wash me and I will be clean?
Yes.
Water.
Ding ding ding. You got me so right. Yoo-hoo. Okay, you got one right. Are you guys ready for the next one? There's 3 total.
Yeah, let's have the next one.
Okay. Whew. I've been thinking about these for a long time. I hope this one will, this one I've been thinking about too. I can help you clean a shirt. I always fall but never hurt. Look for me to beat the heat. I can run without any feet.
Is it water?
Man, you guys are good. Fuck. I thought that one was
Alright,
really.
so
I thought that was really
Torg
hard.
Torg looks at Figgy and goes, "Hey, I bet you 10 gold. I can guess the answer to the last riddle.
Well, let me read it first, and then we can see.
It's water.
Let me read it first, and then we can see. You can swallow this, and it can swallow you. What am I?
It
I'm sorry.
You know what? Is it a mouth?
I don't think so. Have you ever swallowed a mouth before?
Ah, see, that's a good point. I don't know.
Yes.
Ooh,
This is
you are a
simple.
powerful warrior.
Is it water?
Oh, shit. You got me. I thought that one was really hard. But you guys are masterful riddlesmen. You solved my water riddles.
Yeah, you know what? They were tough, but we're real clever.
And here you go. Here is your prize. And she hands you a 3rd fuse.
Cool.
This one has a different symbol on it. It has a Z symbol on it.
Ooh. Let's throw all 3 of those in there in the door, right?
You pop it all 3 in?
Yep.
Well, which one do you put in first?
The Z.
All right, so you put the Z in first, and then the door
Okay.
opens, and then you go to put a second one in, and the door makes like this buzzing, sparking noise and closes. And then you think maybe to put a 3rd one in, but then like you're like, maybe I should just like take the second one out, and then the door opens when it's just the Z's in there.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't want to rock the boat. I just take the Y one out, and we go through the door.
So, are you leaving the Z in when you go upstairs, or are you taking it out and like you have in the previous floors?
We'll take it out.
All right, you guys are running up to the next floor?
Yep.
All right. So, as you guys go up one more floor, you guys break out onto the summit of this mountain, and you guys are actually above the clouds here. You can clearly see right up to where the sun is in the sky, unmoving. And that's it. You look around pretty much all directions, and there is no other discernible landmark above. Like it's basically just a sea of clouds in all directions. There's a few other notable things here. You have a grate in the ground right here. You have this kind of rocky kind of cliff that you guys just like walked up out of, and then on the opposite side of the summit, there is another sort of rocky outpost. but you see what appears to be a sort of small cave with like a cave entrance with rocks completely filling it. And you see a thin silver chain stretched across those rocks.
Oh.
That
Anybody else hear that noise?
I did, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Same. I mean, I think we would move towards that cave entrance, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
With haste.
Okay, you do that.
We're gonna move towards that and investigate this hole and chain a little further.
So there really isn't a hole because the where there would be a cave entrance, it's just completely filled up with like rocks with like this it's like a completely filled like vertically with rocks, but this thin silver chain is kind of like stretched across it. And that seems to like somehow be holding like the rocks at bay or something.
Oh boy. What if the chain of power is what's holding time still? And what if that's why it hasn't rained here in a long time?
And what if, like, the story behind this rubble is where the Dreamwalker is?
Could be.
But if he's in the story and from the note, it sounds like they used the chain of power to keep something back, so if we remove it, what are we going to release?
Yeah, we have to think about this carefully. This may have serious implications.
Does the chain move when it's pulled on?
So Yada the rest of the party notices Yada moving to go and pull the chain. How do you guys react?
Oh, the bird is coming to try to pull the chain?
Yep, I'm telling you guys, all notice the bird is going to try and pull the chain. How do you react?
Philo's going to immediately, like, try to brush it aside and move in front of it.
The Torque says, well, I don't know if that's such a good idea, but he's not moving to stop, and his eyes are fixated on the chain, curious to see what happens when it is pulled. I think his curiosity's gotten better of him in the situation.
So are you guys letting Merrick pull the chain?
I am going to move very slowly towards Merrick, but I'm not going to stop him.
Philo's
I cast Mage Hand.
I mean,
You can't stop Mage.
you can
I definitely can. If he
I
goes
definitely
with
can stop you in the process of casting it. Like
And
this,
the bird.
Yeah, I
You're
can't.
gonna
I don't
double
think.
team?
I don't think Philo's gonna be able to stop the bird and notice he's doing Mage Hand. I just don't.
I mean, are you really trying to like do this right now, like that?
To stop him?
No, I'm asking Merrick this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pull the chain. We're here for the chain. I'm really convinced it's the chain of power, but what else are we doing? What else are we going to do?
Okay,
Don't
I just
it,
want to
right?
make sure that like you know that like Toric and Philo are talking about it, and you're just like fuck them, I'm gonna do it.
Well, I don't see what we're talking about. Like, as Merrick's point of view, like, what are we doing here if we're not getting the chain of power?
But we're not doing any character talk about this.
You're just making the decision of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, Philo, what do you do?
I mean, I'm gonna try to stop it.
Okay, are you gonna stop because
I mean,
you already brushed
I would see the bird coming towards it, so I'm gonna try to brush the bird off of it.
you brushed the
Do I know?
bird but you definitely notice that Merrick is starting to cast something.
Starting to cast something?
Yeah, because he said he was gonna cast Mage Hand. I don't even know if Mage Hand can pull it.
Like I don't would I know I would notice that. Okay, yeah.
You
So
notice
I
he's
mean, if I
casting
notice
something.
he's casting it, I'm gonna try to stop him to spell it. So I'm gonna try to just bump him from doing it or grab him. What do I have to do to do it? I mean, he's got to concentrate or say something or hand movement, right? I'm gonna stop whatever that is.
Well, good news is the Mage Hand can't do shit to the chain, because it's a magic item. And
Ooh, there we go.
the hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
It's not
So-
activating it though. It's just moving it.
Sure.
You can pick it up.
Yeah, semantics. Put it this way. Okay, let me rephrase this for you. You know the sword and the stone? Like Camelot?
Yep.
Okay.
He's not. Arthur
He's
isn't
not
moving
moving
it.
it.
He's just pulling it. He's not pulling it from the stone. He's just moving it.
Okay.
I'm like,
Doesn't
you
move.
get you just put like a mage hand on it, and the mage hand is not letting you move it.
Well, I guess
Hold-
we know
hold-
what's
hold
in the
on.
chain.
Let's talk about this for a second before we just yank this out of the way. We read the story. We know what's behind there.
Uh,
Our goal is to stop Delusion from getting the chain of power. Does that mean we have to take it here?
I mean, how else? How else do we make sure that Delusion doesn't get it? I mean, if we don't take it here, then we need to stay here and defend it when Delusion comes, right? Because he will come.
He definitely will come, and I don't know, but how do we know what's behind this isn't worse than Delusion?
I think that's the trouble, is that we don't know. We don't know what'll happen when we remove it, or what it's holding back, or what it's going to mean for the people of this world.
And look what we've already seen. He talked about sealing the corruption. Do you remember Tavi is here in this world somewhere? And that room that we freed Mag, I keep forgetting her name. Mahogany?
Masag.
Masag. The room that we freed Masag, it looked like that could have been a corruption of sorts. Is something like that what we would release here?
Yeah, I guess maybe we need to understand more from the Pixies. Maybe they can tell us more that'll help us make this decision.
And it might be the right decision. We just don't know much about this. What do you guys think? Should we take the chain now and try to get it further away from Belusion? I mean, if we found it here, it can't be long until he figures out where it is.
I think the only way we can make sure that he doesn't get it is if we take it.
There was no other rooms that, like, we've been in every room as far as we could tell, right?
Yeah, we have.
There's no
So we've
alternatives.
seen
Is pretty much up. Yeah.
So we're seeing everything here. Is there any type of writing or information on this cave? Like a gravestone type deal?
Roll an investigation check. I mean, there's no like writing or anything, but you can definitely tell, like just because of like how stones normally are stacked and stuff. This is being magically held up.
Well, we have come this far, so I guess let's make a decision.
Let's do it.
You both think we should take the chain?
And what's the worst?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we heard you. We can hear you.
Yeah, I think my headphones died on that sync or something, and my mic stopped working. Okay, before we take the chain of power, where is this door that I see?
Down here. And you like just glanced it for a second before it like kind of like dipped out of sight.
Okay, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Cecil, get out here!"
You yell in common?
I don't think I would. Do I speak Bolivian? I don't think so, right?
I don't believe you do. You just read
Yeah,
all
I guess
you
it would
just
have to
read
be
all
in common.
languages, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So you do that. You do not see the ferret reemerge.
All right, I send Yada to go look for him.
Okay. So while
Hey, and then I'm gonna. What's that?
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna address the party subtly. I guess whisper because I don't know how well ferrets hear, and tell them, "Hey guys, I think I saw Cecil in the doorway over there." I'm sending Yada to go find him.
That's right. He must be here somewhere. You saw him coming up the mountain.
Hey, Garrett, can you roll me an investigation check? Okay, Yada, as Yada was like approaching the doorway, there was like a flash of light around the corner because like the doorway kind of like goes down and hooks around, you know. There was like a flash of like white light behind that turn, and as Yada like went to jump down, he saw that like the door like closed, like slammed down behind him.
Oh, so we're trapped up here now?
You
We left it open, right?
you have been trapped up here because you brought the third thing with you. But maybe Yada surmised that perhaps Cecil has his own way of opening the doors. There was like a flash of light before the door, then Yada went around the corner and the door was closing.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks like Cecil has his own way to move around the temple. He closed the door behind him, and Yada couldn't catch him.
Close the door behind him as going back where he came from. So is Cecil following us?
At first, I thought he was trying to warn someone about us, but no one's here. So I think he just hasn't seen people or any new things in a while. I don't know. He didn't come out when I called, and we can't get to him. So kind of I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I more or less expected him to try to stop us from being up here in the first place. Then, Craig, this is all just the edge of this is
The
fall.
edge of the fucking mountain, sheer fucking cliff. Yeah. Yep.
How far is our visibility?
Like down into the
Are we
clouds.
above the clouds?
You are above the
Are
clouds.
we above the clouds?
Yes.
So is there anything, or is a sea of clouds forever?
The only
is there
landmark.
over-
The only landmark is the sun.
And where does that move to?
It's in the same place it's always been.
Okay.
which
Test.
is where? Like, is it high noon?
11 o'clock.
That counts as morning. You could say good morning all the time here then. That's the greeting.
Fuck yeah, you
Good
can.
morning.
Yep. You just can't say good night. Or good afternoon.
There.
Morning. Yeah, let's just grab the chain of power and see what happens.
Well, now it doesn't look
No,
like we
let's
have
grab the
anywhere
chain
else
of
to
power.
go.
Barrett grabs the chain of power.
Philo does not stop him.
Merrick walks up and grabs it.
Hell yeah.
So, Merrick, you walk up and you place your hand around this thin silver chain. You're able to like get your fingers between it and the rock, and then you like go to pull, and then it like catches for a second, but then you like pull again, and then it kind of comes free. You stumble backwards a little bit, and a few things are going to happen. First thing that's going to happen is all the rocks that were like kind of being held up by this are just going to kind of crumble like down. So there's like kind of just like a little bit like half of the cave opening is now kind of like open in the top, and the bottom half are just rocks. Two is, as you stumble back, this chain that was quite long and was wrapping like almost around like this. It was probably a good like 12 feet before you pulled it. It is now, as you realize, in your hands. It's only maybe a couple of feet long, like maybe like 3 feet long. The third thing you're going to notice is a very thin trickle of water is going to start flowing from where the rocks crumbled on the cave. It's going to start flowing south. And the fourth thing you're going to notice is, you know how like when you're in a car and like you've been on the thruway for a while, and then like you like either start to slow down, like you just hit the brakes a little bit, like you can feel that like little bit of like movement. You just felt that for like a second, and then it's gone.
Okay, so what should I call this chain in my head?
You have in your possession the chain of power.
Okay.
You can feel it radiating a sort of energy that you're not quite familiar with. You've never quite
Well,
felt
I want
before.
to become familiar with it. I'm going to cast the spell Identify.
Could you pop that in the chat for me?
Yeah, hang on.
Because like I know what a scroll of Identify does in the various video games that I play.
I'm casting it as a ritual.
So you're
So
gonna
it
sit.
takes-
You're gonna sit up here for an hour.
It takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 times as long, I think.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought it was an hour. All right, so you guys are gonna chill up here for 10 minutes while he casts this.
I guess so. We just saw you pull the chain of power out. And now you're sitting down praying to it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I guess for all I know, he might be using it.
I think at right now, I would let this go because this is also the same person I saw. However many hours it is in whatever time weirdness this is, float in the air, shoot laser beams out of his eye, and go in here. So like, honestly, I think it would just let it happen.
Wow. Okay, this is a fucking spell, huh? Oh, do you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold points?
Yes.
Stuff.
You what?
We have gems and stuff.
I thought you sold all
That are
of
worth-
those.
I don't think we sold
No
any.
way.
There's still a bunch in
But-
Zeke's bag of holding.
So it doesn't
I swindled
say
that guy out of money.
it doesn't say gems worth it. So here's the thing with components. Whenever there is a component with an explicit gold cost, you must have that component. I'm pretty sure is how it goes. Or at least burn that gold points worth of items to use it. So are you willing to
I
burn
mean, we have
100
gemstones.
100
Yeah.
gold points worth of gemstones right now to use this?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure you write that down. Now that 100 gold points is gone,
I will write that down.
because I'm writing it down right here.
I'm paying a Thunderbellow, which is 100 gold points.
Okay.
It has been recorded.
All right. So, is a magical item. You learn its properties, and you're also going to learn if the item was created by a spell, what spell created it. All right. We're going to have you learn the first things first. It is a magic item. It is a +3 whip, is how it will be defined in D&D terms. It has the ability that twice per day, when you successfully land an attack with the Chain of Power, you can restrain whatever creature you hit. And then the DC to break out of that is an 18.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So that's the magical properties about that, and that's what you learn first. So as to the second part of the spell, where if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Merrick, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Yo.
Okay. So this is what's going to happen, Merrick. You're going to, what spell created this item. It is, however, going to fuck up your mind right now, the knowledge of that. This is not good stuff. All right, roll me a D4. Okay. So what's going to happen is you experienced like the gaining knowledge from what spell was used to create this item. That knowledge is in your brain, locked away somewhere. You failed the saving throw, but you managed to succeed fully on like the bad effects. So like, I was going to give you some bad stuff that was going to happen to you, but instead, like, maybe your warlockness managed to seal that knowledge away in your brain, so that it won't quite hurt you just yet, but it is locked away and sealed in your head somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. You have a little bit of water streaming through here, and it seems to be stopped kind of right about where I drew, as there's like this little pile of like rocks that are kind of like stopping the water's flow.
At the cave is still the water's being blocked.
The cave,
Yeah,
the cave is where the water's like seeming to be coming from.
I guess I try to clear a path for the water to get to the grate.
So you clear the path right here for like the water to like go through and like get to the grate.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. So you like move the rocks out of the way, and the water like continues to like flow through, and it flows down and through the gate. And as it flows down and through the gate, you guys hear a little a ka-chunk come from here.
Chunk come from where?
The doorway.
All right. I mean, I guess we go back in and see if it changed anything.
Head back down, see if we can actually get out after we took the fuses out and the way is clear to go.
You can go down because the door is open.
All right. So we do that.
You guys are leaving the summit and going downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got the chain.
All right. Okay. So you see, once you guys walk downstairs, the first thing you notice is Figgy is gone. Because I do believe you told Figgy to go visit her friends, right?
Yep.
So Figgy's not here. You see a much larger water, like flow of water coming down than what you saw on the surface, coming down through the grate, and it kind of hits the grate. It hits the ground right here, and it's flowing, and it's spinning these water wheels, and that's actually kind of lighting this up and turning, lighting to here, and that's what you kind of surmise opened the door. And then it's just kind of flowing through that, and then flowing down into these grates down here.
Cool. I admire that, seeing that happen as I go to the room, and definitely keep checking if the next door is unlocked, hopefully.
Next door is not unlocked.
It's not unlocked.
It is not. No, not at all.
Is the water flowing through this grate over here?
So the water is flowing. Let me draw it. It is flowing from, it's landing here and then flowing this way. Down.
Making it to the grate, though, right?
Down through the grate, yes.
All right, what if I pee in the grate to add more flow? Does that help?
All right, guys, and that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
So you'll let us know if that works tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to keep you guys. Yep, we're going to be on the cliff's edge.
Cliffhanger.
Right here. Next week, The Greatest Adventure, will Merrick's piss unlock the next floor downstairs?
You'll have to wait and find out.
I think we need more water. I think Merrick's right, but maybe just different water.
Or we have to put in one, or we have to put in one of the fuses. Still. And
Yeah,
now, like, one fuse gets left in each room or something like that as we head down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, guys.
Good session, Craig. I like your dungeon.
Thank you. I'm glad you do. I'm having fun with it. Hey, guys, guess what? You have the chain of power.
Yes, we do. That is awesome.
Merrick,
we win the game!
Merrick, you have it. Are you going to use it as your melee weapon? The +3 whip?
Oh, for sure.
Lovely. All right. I'm going to stop recording now.